there are other teams that are playing and skating between now and then.
And we are underway, ladies and gentlemen. Tight packs, a 3-wall up front, holding up Jonathan R.
And out first with lead jam, Magnum P-I-N-P.
However, Jonathan R. also right on his tail.
Magnum P-I-N-P plays a little cat and mouse with Jonathan R. just to see if he can get anything done. Does not work out. Packs a little too quickly ahead of him, so he's going to have to reestablish himself. Make an attack on New York Stock Exchange. Passes one skater, gives up 1 point. And that's right, the GateKeepers on the board, starting off with 1 point. That's it, 1-0. Good night.
Yeah, I think we got a lot more derby to go here.
I don't think this score's going to hold up.
I don't either. This is not a pitcher's duel. No.
It's not. Taking the jam line for the GateKeepers is the Vouchers Prime.
And I can't see who that is hiding behind.
It's an invisible skater from the New York Stock Exchange.
Hey, what's this business?
Stock Exchange do have a 2-blocker advantage on this one. Only you'll have experience in that team kill out there against ladies night for the Stock Exchange. All 4 blockers. Big hit against the Vouchers Prime. Illegally done though. The Vouchers Prime reestablishes himself. Tries to get up through those 3 blockers.
How he said only.
Can he get clear the rest of the blocking list? Legion GateKeepers.
Only 2 blockers? No problem.
No problem. Did that experience, and that team killed did everything they could on that jam, and they allowed their jammer to get lead jam and gave them plenty of time to work with. Vouchers Prime, nice way through. Calls the jam off. 4 points on the board. 5-0. Start for the GateKeepers.
Really nice work by Neil Beth Experience there to seal off Jeffery, which allowed the Vouchers Prime to squirt through there and grab those 4 points before calling that jam off.
Can a guy like the Neil Beth Experience that's so friendly and polite and smiles so much, is it possible for him to be that violent? Like, where does he hide it? It's just
When he's on that track, he's very violent.
Django Fett takes the jam line for the GateKeepers.
Some very tight packs here starting these jams. It's Malcolm Sex out there jamming for New York.
Django Fett, 1 to beat, lead jam, GateKeepers. The Saint returns to the track, serving his penalty. Malcolm Sex fights his way through, gets out of the pack. Django Fett does a great job getting through, gets his 4 points, calls the jam off, excuse me, to give him the first 5. That is a grand slam for Django Fett. As I predicted, the wise one I am, predicted, Carney Jasada is jamming for the Stock Exchange. Looks like that is short knocks out there for the GateKeepers for his first jam of this bout. Stock Exchange down their pivot. GateKeepers have their entire complement of blockers out there for short knocks. Short knocks edged out in turn 2. Carney Jasada finding his way up past GateKeeper blockers. Gets edged on the inside by the GateKeepers. Does not get lead jammer though. And they're going to call the trap puck against short knocks. This is a power jam for Carney Jasada and the New York Stock Exchange. So the first major penalty of the bout goes in favor of the Stock Exchange as the power jam for the squad now 4 points on the board. Carney Jasada, who did damage in the GateKeeper bout, playing in his second bout of the night, and already paying off dividends for the Stock Exchange.
Zombie Jesus does a nice job knifing through that pack.
With that experience in center box, he will join short knocks. Carney Jasada has to be released, and he will get the complement of 5 points. Grand slam for the Stock Exchange as they try to take the lead on this pass. Red Zeppelin, Nat Kingfield working on, can't do it. Has to let him go, and that is a lead change as The Stock Exchange put 5 more points on the board, and now we're up 13-10. 25 minutes left to go in the first half. Power jams are always the great equalizer in Derby. Unjasana continues to push. Being slowed down. Good bridge work by Zombie, but he's released 5 more points on the board for the Stock Exchange. As the Power Jam comes to a close. Fort Knox gets his way through. And the jam has come to a close. Big, powerful jam for the Stock Exchange. And they now have taken an 11-point lead moments ago. The Gatekeepers were up 10-0, so a 21-point power jam for Unjasana. Unjasana right now has got like 4 jams tonight, 2 bouts for 4 lead jams. Exactly what the doctor ordered for the road team. They wanted to quiet the crowd. They wanted to get momentum back in their favor. Gatekeepers will send out Magnum PIMP as their jammer. He goes inside. Lead jam. Gatekeepers.
So the Gatekeepers will go back to work now. They'll look to chip away and score points.
And the penalty goes through. Edges behind the head. Full point. I believe that Magnum PIP just ruined me. That's unacceptable.
Not sure that was a legal call-off move there, but the referees considered it to be so.
It was fancy.
Yes, it was.
So the 21-0 run is answered by a quick 4-0 jam for Magnum PIMP. Trying to stop the bleeding on that big power jam. Most squads so talented. Those power jams are going to be important to them.
Wrecking Bill out there working with Neil Death Experience and Led Zeppelin. That's Malcolm Sex.
Malcolm Sex, the jammer for New York. I tell you what, he's a big guy. He's a big fella. Very physical. Trying to power his way past a very physical wall, but that's his crime. Hold on. Lead jam. Gatekeepers.
I'm not really sure we're going to have to say lead jammer for the Gatekeepers because every time they get lead jam, Party Cat Corner absolutely erupts.
Yeah, they're going to tell us what's going on. Malcolm Sex finally gets past the wall. And big hit there by South Tornado and Company. It's setting Rogers flying down. He does get 3 points. So that will be a 21-17.
Yeah, it looks like they're only giving him 2 points for that jam.
All right, 21-16, my bad. Just under 22 minutes left to go. And 21-0 run by the Stock Exchange on 1 jam. Took the lead. Gatekeepers have answered with 6 unanswered. And they send Shango Fett to the jam line. Jonathan R. lead jam. Gatekeepers.
Sweet Tooth and Incredible Hulk working on Jonathan R. at the front of the pack.
Jonathan R. is finally released. Shango Fett still not with his pass. Nice through. Pulls the jam off. Fans go wild. Jonathan R. though did get 1 point on that jam, so it will extend the lead 22-20. Gatekeepers have almost 21-0 run. They're working their way through it bit by bit. Not panicking, not freaking out. Very dangerous Carnage Asada takes the jam line for the Stock Exchange.
Fort Knox on the line for the Gatekeepers.
Nobody in the box right now. Take a picture of that. Forced inside is Short Knox. Carnage Asada has been recycled. And they're being assessed to the pivot for the Stock Exchange. Music Jammer able to get lead jam. Carnage Asada tries to get past Led Zeppelin. Tries to get past Black Greenfield. Lead jam, New York Stock Exchange. Well, the difference maker of the night so far, Carnage Asada. Short Knox able to get out. Neither a beekeeper or a keeper squad is able to solve the riddle that is Carnage Asada.
Short Knox came out of that pack a little bit weird. I don't know if he's having a skate issue or a leg issue. Looks like a skate issue there for Short Knox. Thinking he might have had a bearing seize up on him.
Only three points on that pass, but so far. Probably an additional point might have been scored. So right now it's 25 for the New York Stock Exchange, 20 for the GateKeepers. Magnum PIP, reach and GateKeepers.
You made that look easy.
Yep, I barely said his name before he, and the pace of the pack is so slow. Magnum. Oh, my.
Wow.
5-point grand slam, and we are tied up at 25. Malcolm Sexton headed back by the three blockers, fight person control in front of Oak, and double XL. Oh, wow. Now he can get physical. Oh, sweet, that's his third straight pass. He's got 15 points in this game. And he is fired up, folks. Regular lightning struck by Magnum PIP and the GateKeepers. So far, a 20-point jam without a power jam. Just remarkable individual effort by Magnum and his blockers.
Malcolm looking for a point, but he's not going to get it. Two more at the end of that jam. So a 22-point jam for Magnum PIP.
And just like that, the GateKeepers, down by 5, have stormed ahead by 17 with 18 minutes left to go in the first half. Oh, the intensity of this hammer is something else.
A 4-on-2 pack advantage right now in favor of the Stock Exchange. Jonathan R.
Dodgers Prime out there for the GateKeepers against Jonathan R. for New York Stock Exchange. Jonathan R. can take advantage with a couple of nice moves here. The Dodgers Prime gets sent back to the back of the pack. Reach and Stock Exchange.
Both teams seem to be of the play style of just let their jammer work their own magic. Not really getting much offensive blocking from either squad.
Response back by the Stock Exchange. 5 points on the Vulcan for Jonathan R. The grand slam. Well, the quality right now of these teams is such that Dodgers Prime edges out. Yeah. Dodgers Prime edged out Jonathan R. Jonathan R. is being called for the trap cut, so he will sit down. That's exactly what the Dodgers Prime wanted to do.
So just like that, it's now a power jam in favor of the St. Louis GateKeepers.
And boy, things have really turned around. Jonathan R. looked like he was going to be able to take control of this one. He does get 5 points, possibly more. We'll see. But the Dodgers Prime forces the track up, goes in the power jam, and New York is losing blockers as well.
So a full penalty box for the New York Stock Exchange. That's going to give the GateKeepers a 3-on-2 pack advantage.
That's back up in the game for those 4 packs. We got to see a little full moon there.
Yeah, nice little stutter step there by Dodgers Prime as he entered the pack.
Jam will go the full 2 minutes as Dodgers Prime is not your lead jammer. But he is not ashamed to score. And the jam will come to a close.
Yeah, Dodgers Prime looked at the clock and saw that there wasn't much time left. He's like, I'm just going to let this jam end. So 56 to 30 is the score right now in favor of the GateKeepers as Shane Goffett will start this jam unopposed as Jonathan R. stands in the penalty box. T-Stop Tornado also standing.
This is the largest lead that either team has held in this bout with 15:25 left to go. Stock Exchange only 2 blockers out there, 8 drinking, Ace of skates. Shane Goffett, lead jam, GateKeepers.
Jonathan R. has re-entered play. He's dealing with Sweet Tooth and Percy Control.
Foul jam comes to a close. Shane Goffett fights his way past the blockers. Edges pass. the jam off. 4 points on the board. The Gatekeepers now lead 60-30 with 14:54 left to go in the first half.
So a quick 4 points there as Shango Fett will take advantage of Jonathan R. starting the jam in the penalty box. Magnum PIMP back on the line for the St. Louis Gatekeepers.
Just an inspirational jam he had last time out where he sort of single-handedly just took over.
Well, he got a lot of help from his blocking as well as they held up the opposing jammer. That's ladies' night out there jamming for the chocolate game.
Legion Gatekeepers. After playing called against the experience, Pivot will sit down. Magnum PIMP will edge his way forward and call the jam off.
So far, Magnum PIMP 4 for 4. Every time he's been out there to jam, he has secured lead jammer for the Gatekeepers.
So he is the Carnage Asada of the Gatekeepers sort of thing? Or the Carnage Asada of the Magnum PIMP of it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Taking the jam line for the Shock Exchange is Carnage Asada. Goes up against Short Knox. Gatekeepers will be down 1 blocker. Their pivot sits in the box. Shock Exchange have all 4 blockers out on the track.
Short Knox so far tonight not had much luck out there against this New York Shock Exchange squad. They've done a nice job.
Well, a lot of bodies flying there, and that's definitely Legion Gatekeepers.
Wow. That was a mess there at turn 22.
So he went down that Carnage Asada actually was taken out by his own player. Short Knox takes benefits from it. Calls the shot. Pushes control. Sends Carnage Asada down, but it's able to pick up 3 points for that jam.
Wow. Physical.
A little shifty on that one.
So the Butcher's Prime now on the line for the Gatekeepers. He's taking on.
Gatekeepers pivot still sits in the box. They're down 1 blocker. New York Shock Exchange. No in the box.
241. That's ladies' night out there for the Shock Exchange.
Waterfall blocking there by the Gatekeepers, but it's not enough. Legion Shock Exchange. Cautious Prime has gotten out. And he goes free. With enough experience returning to the track. So both squads with 4 blockers out there. Ladies Knight tries to find a spot to get his points. Gets past 1 blocker. Knifed out by Live Up Experience. Jam is called off. No points for the Gatekeepers. 1 point for the Shock Exchange.
Waves is trying to call that jam off, but was not gesturing enough for the referee to see it. So that jam went on a little bit longer, long enough for Neil to say, hello.
Introduce himself.
Yes.
Good evening. Welcome to Derby.
I'll be serving you this evening.
Time running out. We get a chance to buy raffle tickets, folks. If you see the lovely ladies selling raffle tickets, get one of them right away. Jamming for the Gatekeepers, Shango Fett. Out there for the Shock Exchange. Jonathan Legion Gatekeepers.
So far, every time Shango Fett has been out there, he has gotten a jammer.
Shango and Magnum PIMP have been playing very well this evening. They've been solid on the jam line, and Shango Fett will call the jam line. And the crowd and Saints are exchanging pleasantries.
The crowd really enjoying this physical play here tonight. I believe that's Malcolm Sex out there.
Will take the jam line for the Shock Exchange against Magnum PIMP. County box is empty for both squads. 10 minutes left to go. 67-34 in favor of the home squad. The Gatekeepers. Oh my. Langdon gets edged on the outside. Turn 2. Malcolm Seck still trying to work his way through. As you mentioned, New York Stock Exchange not really interested in playing much offense at all.
No, really, neither defensive squad.
Leads down. Stock Exchange. And nice. Just a last second shot of momentum there. Gonzalez Jeter sends the jammer out in turn 2. And that allows Langdon to get free. And the jam was called off very quickly because Langdon was moving very fast outside of the pack.
So now it's going to be short knocks on the line going up against Carnage Asada. Carnage Asada has been very effective for the Stock Exchange this evening.
Carnage Asada, so solid, hard to take down. The Gatekeepers are really struggling to find out a way to slow him down. They do send him out, those 3-2. Short knocks recycled to the back once again. Goes outside, that's swing. Legion Gatekeepers. Streets around coaching from behind.
Oh, short knocks trying to do that move. He pulled the championship.
Most effective blocking we've seen against Carnage Asada all night. And then Quad of the Hulk sends Carnage Asada flying to the ground. And we're going to have ourselves a track cut called against short knocks and a power jam for the very dangerous Carnage Asada.
Yeah, it's all about the hips.
And there are 2 blockers in the box for the Gatekeepers.
Again, it's not so much the power jams. That hurts. But then on top of it, compounding it, sending two blockers to the box.
I gotta say though, Carnage Asada took a beating on that jam though.
He's not done yet.
Oh well, he's got a long night ahead of him. 5 points on the board for the Stock Exchange. Grand slam on the board. Gatekeepers react to the star pass to Abe Drinkin. 67-37, 30-point lead for the Gatekeepers. 5 points on the board for Abe Drinkin. He's got his legs. Carnage Asada really took a beating on that last jam and had the star pass. St. and Percy cannot slow Abe Drinkin down on that pass. It's 5 more points on the board for the Stock Exchange. They are trying to cut into this 30-plus point lead the Gatekeepers had before the jam started. Abe Drinkin tries to go through, and he did the Apex jump, but it was to no effect.
You got to land the jump, and he didn't.
The power jam did come to a close, and the Gatekeepers will be able to send the jammer out, I believe. And that will be the Boucher's time. We have a timeout here. I believe we're going to have an official's timeout. As the coaching and leadership staff of both squads join the referees in the center track.
Pabst Blue Ribbon Beer is proud to be the official beer sponsor of the St. Louis Gatekeepers. If you're looking for something to quench that thirst, grab a nice cold PBR. Doc's Harley-Davidson is your #1 source for all things Harley-Davidson. Go to their 28,000 square foot facility at the corner of Lindbergh and Big Bend and see why Doc's Harley-Davidson is #2 in the nation in sales, service, and facilities. Doc's is the official Harley sponsor of the St. Louis Gatekeepers. You can find them online at DocsHarleyDavidson.com. The Broadway Oyster Bar is the place to go for live music, great beer, and an atmosphere second to none. Located just a stone's throw away from Busch Stadium at 736 South Broadway, come see why the Broadway Oyster Bar has been one of St. Louis's most beloved party places for over 30 years. So I think there's probably some discussion over those points that Abe Drinkin thinks he should have gotten there at the end of that jam. I do believe during an apex jump you actually have to land it to be awarded the points. I'm purely going on conjecture.
It's even possible that the Gatekeeper squad is actually asking for a track cut to be called on that, because I'm not sure how he landed.
That's a good point too. I did not see.
that he landed out of bounds and went back into bounds on the jump.
I could not see how he landed myself, so.
It was very close. It looked like one of the gatekeeper blockers was there to edge him out. So we'll find out.
It is a high-risk, high-reward maneuver, the apex jump.
It is. Regardless, we're looking at unless the points change, an 18-point bout. I think it's everything you expect. Really, right now, though, the New York Stock Exchange are living and dying by the power jam. If the gatekeepers play clean, they have shown so far in this bout that they have been more effective jam in and jam out. New York Stock Exchange doing a good job against short knocks, doing a good job against the Bacchus Prime, actually. Yeah. Not being able to do much to stop Magnum or Shango, though.
Yeah, and you say yourself that they've been living and dying by the power jam, and you really can't expect the gatekeepers to give you half a dozen power jams in a game.
No.
So you gotta find a way to put up some even strength points, or it's gonna be a long, long night.
Discussion continues here. Time running out to buy your raffle tickets. We will do the drawing of that at halftime here of this main event. Once again, special thanks to all the volunteer staff, the non-skating officials, the skating officials, the volunteers, the EMTs, the folks that are selling merchandise. Don't forget to stop by the St. Louis Beard and Mustache Club. They're here tonight. The folks from the New York Stock Exchange have merchandise here. The gatekeepers have merchandise. A lot of chances to get some great memorabilia here from your visit at number 2 versus number 3 here in St. Louis.
All right, so the Bacchus Prime on the line for the gatekeepers.
So no changing points, no changing jamming.
I think that might be ladies' night back there for the Stock Exchange.
Gatekeepers get their fourth blocker back. Bacchus Prime. Jam Gatekeepers.
I'll tell you what, that is the easiest that the Bacchus Prime has added so far tonight. Ladies' night also 3 of the pack, a 3-on-3 pack.
Bacchus Prime will call a jam off. No points on the board for ladies' night. 2 points on the board for the gatekeepers. Come up 69-49 with 6 minutes left to go. And we've seen that. We've seen the gatekeepers respond to these power jams with little ones of their own. They haven't, other than the Magnum jam, they haven't had major loads, but they've been positive jams. Lead jam, get some points. Lead jam, get some points.
Yeah, that's really the gatekeepers' modus operandi, is they simply go out there and they take the points that are given to them. They don't try to push things, but if the opportunity is there, they can put up big points quickly.
Shango Fett takes the jam line for the gatekeepers.
I believe that's Jonathan R. out there for the Stock Exchange.
Well, you know, the gatekeepers don't have to worry about the power jam. They know they can execute even strength. They know they can do that. And when you know you can do that, you don't think about the power jam. You just think about playing the game. Nice job there by the Stock Exchange to send Shango Fett outside. He goes outside. Lead jam Gatekeepers.
Lots of whistles being blown. Double Excel on his way to the penalty box. So Double Excel and Zombie Jesus, a tandem in the penalty box. That's going to make it a 4-on-2 pack advantage in favor of the New York Stock Exchange. Shango forced out of play there and calls that jam off, but not before picking up looks like 2 points.
Again, not really worried about the big jam. Shango Fett could have tried to go back and fight, but he realized, he knew right then and there. Call the jam off. We got positive points. Let's do it again next time.
Yeah, exactly. The gatekeepers feel comfortable with the way the game is flowing for them right now. Not trying to force things. They just take the points that are being given to them.
He takes the jam line for the gatekeepers. He goes up against Malcolm Sex. Only near-death experience. And Bled Zeppelin out there against Malcolm Sex. All 4 Stock Exchange blockers trying to slow down Magnum. Gatekeepers get the job with just 2 blockers just trying to hold off or something. Bled Zeppelin sends out Malcolm Sex. Lead jam Gatekeepers.
Oh.
This would be a power jam situation. And another dangerous moment here in the first half for the Stock Exchange. As Magnum PIF dodges the blows. 5 points on the board. Grand slam.
Oh, now they're calling him back on. So it is not going to be a power jam.
Hugh Dortmund is Perhaps it was overruled, I don't know, but regardless, the jam's continuing. And for the downside, 4 points for Magnum on that one. The downside for the Shock Exchange is they essentially lost the pass.
Yeah.
Malcolm Sex fights his way back through, so
I'll tell you right now, the Shock Exchange would rather that call be made right.
yes.
They'll take just missing the one pass.
Jam's called off on Magnum PIMP. Additional handful of points on the board, so another solid jam for Magnum.
9-point jam. Sorry, 11-point jam for Magnum PIMP.
So we've seen again, with the two power jams, big power jams for the Shock Exchange, big deep scoring runs, the Gatekeepers respond with just some lead jams. And then they have a little run from Magnum, and they have another lead jam. This is how we've been doing it all night long. 82 to 49, only 3 minutes to go. Gatekeepers have been keeping the Shock Exchange at arm's length now for some time. Debaucher's Prime jamming for the Gatekeepers. Carnage Asada dodges the balls. And lead jam, Shock Exchange.
Once again, Carnage Asada able to get lead jam for the New York squad.
Well, he's extraordinarily fast. Very nimble, very agile. And you can tell he just shrugs off the blows for the Gatekeepers. 2 points on the board for the Shock Exchange. They end a little scoring run with the Gatekeepers. Gatekeepers still up though by 31. That's kind of where it's been. The Gatekeepers, we talked about it beforehand. This is how these teams play. For the last several matchups, the Gatekeepers have gotten a lead about this level, 30 points or so, and they hold on to it. They don't relinquish it. That's what we've seen here tonight. Gatekeepers will send out Shango Fett. Looks like Ladies Night is out there for the Shock Exchange. And there it is.
Oh,
Shot cut call against Ladies Night. That was blown up by Bled Zeppelin and Princess.
that's right. That was all Princess.
Shango Fett, though, has not established jam. Shock Exchange are really working him over. Ace of Skates, Stanley Dangerfield continue to force Shango Fett out again and again. And they're going to call him for the back block. Shango Fett will not get lead jam, will not be able to establish anything, and he will sit in the counter box. For the power jam for the Gatekeepers is nullified by the back block to Shango Fett. That will release Ladies Night. Joining him is Gatekeepers Pivot the Saint. So the Gatekeepers have all 4 blockers against the Shock Exchange 4 blockers. Ladies Night has yet to make his first pass. Sent down, Ladies Night makes it through.
So it's going to be up to Wrecking Bill, Bled Zeppelin, and the Saint to hold Ladies Night to a minimum amount of points here on this power jam.
Will be the last jam in the first half. Ladies Night's first scoring pass upcoming right here. Power jam ends 5 points on the board for the Shock Exchange. The Grand Slam.
This jam will go to its full 2-minute conclusion because there is no lead jam yet.
Shango Fett returns to the track. Makes his first pass. Ladies Night tries to go on a second scoring run here with time running out. Jam comes to a close. And that will do it for the halftime score. Your halftime score. Zombie Jesus 6 for the Gatekeepers. 30 minutes. Number 2 versus number 3, and we are back at it, folks.
That's right. Second half underway here. Both jammers working their way through the pack. Jonathan R. dealing with Magnum PIMP is your lead jammer.
Magnum had such a great first half, and he continues to do the second half. He has been solid just when they need him as a stopper.
Yeah, Magnum PIMP has been lead jam every time but one.
That's right. Calls the jam off. And it looks like 2 points for both squads, so that's a push. Gatekeepers now up 84 to 61. And special fun would like to talk about that too.
think he thinks there might have been a high block in there. Really was patting the side of his face.
Dodgers Prime takes a jam line for the Gatekeepers.
It looks like ladies' night out there.
Dodgers Prime, I wouldn't say he's been held in check, but they've definitely worked him over pretty strong tonight. He really had a difficult time finding his way.
Well, the Shock Exchange has done a very nice job containing the Dodgers Prime this evening.
Legion Shock Exchange. Ladies night gets free first. The Dodgers Prime gets out as well. We've seen that tonight. We've seen the Dodgers Prime get out. You just can't get lead jam. Dodgers Prime, no points for either squad. So 2 back-to-back jams where the result was a push. 2 points in the first jam for both squads, no points in the second jam. So a defensive struggle like things started off.
Yeah. So Shango Fett now on the line for the Gatekeepers is going to go up against Malcolm Sex for the Shock Exchange.
Shango Fett, very solid first half. He's been very effective. He did have the 1 penalty late.
A full blocking core for both squads, 4-on-4 pack. And no sooner do I say that than Zami Jesus heads for the sin bin.
Multiplayer block against him. Legion Gatekeepers.
Shango Fett so smooth.
Too smooth. Jams called off. Ace escape sends Shango Fett down. Back slapping, cross slapping goes on.
Yeah, Lisa Skate to the nice shoulder right to Shango Fett.
3 points there. 3 points there for Shango Fett. So that's the first differential, a positive differential in favor of the Gatekeepers. And we see the Gatekeepers have shortened their bench just a little bit, and shortened their jam rotation as they send Magna back out once again against Carnage Asada. Carnage has had himself quite the evening here from 2 bouts. Magna PIMP goes outside. Legion Gatekeepers. Carnage Asada gets out of the pack though, and the Gatekeepers lose some blockers as a result. Magna just bullies his way through. Picks up 3 points. Jams called off, no points for the Shock Exchange. And that's what we've seen so much tonight here. We've seen it's little 2 and 3 point jams for the Gatekeepers, and they're killing it.
Oh yeah, well the problem is they'll do that 6, 7, 8 times in a row. And next thing you know, they've got a 15 to 20 point lead on you. They've been doing it all year. Right now, a 29 point lead in favor of the St. Louis Gatekeepers.
Dodgers Prime takes a jam line for the Gatekeepers. Only 2 blockers out there for the Gatekeepers. That's Blood Zeppelin and Matt King Kill. Shock Exchange with all 4 of their blockers. Ladies night, the jammer, for New York. And Legion Shock Exchange. You know, we saw earlier the Gatekeepers is Dodgers Prime tries to get through and does. Ladies night on a scoring pass. And Dodgers Prime's been able to get out pretty much consistently all night long, even if it doesn't hit with the jam. Great job by Nat Pinko to send out ladies night. No points in the board though. So the Shock Exchange. What I was going to say is in the previous bout with the Gatekeepers with only 2 blockers or down 2 blockers, they were talented enough over the New York Shock Exchange to be able to survive and pull it off. At this level, that 2 differential is really
it's big. It's big. No doubt about it.
Shango Fett out there for the Gatekeepers. Goes against Malcolm Sex for the New York Shock Exchange. Shock Exchange have 1 in the box. Gatekeepers 1 in the box as well. Malcolm Sex gets sent out. Shango Fett reestablishes himself, gets pushed out by Abe Drinkin. Abe Drinkin gets blown up, but Malcolm Sex is free. Lead jam, Shock Exchange. Shango was able to get his way through.
Nice little pirouette there.
I think Pinko is trying to coach on the mic. Malcolm Sex Shango Fett edges his way forward. Picks up 2 non-lead jam points. 2 points for the Shock Exchange. That's a push. Strong effort by the blocking of the gatekeepers and allowed Shango Fett to react and recover and steal those 2 points. And we will see short knocks
For his first jam here of the second half.
I believe he's going up against Jonathan Hall.
That would be correct. The Shock Exchange have done a really nice job tonight containing short knocks. They've really done a great job on both short knocks and the Boucher's Prime.
That's right. Well, there's similar jammers in their size, speed, and recovery ability. Jonathan R. asks Matt Kingfield, lead jam and Shock Exchange.
Short knocks also free of the pack. A 4-on-3 pack advantage right now in favor of the Gatekeepers as the pack races.
It's pretty an interesting look at strategy. The Shock, no points in that jam. The Shock Exchange seem to be content putting all 4 of their blockers on the Gatekeeper jammers, allowing their jammer to fight through themselves. The moment that their jammer gets out, the Gatekeepers immediately blow up their wall and their jammer gets out.
Yeah, it's really
It's a gamble.
It's a tough situation to put your jammer in, expecting them to get any kind of points when you're playing a game like that.
Laying the PNP takes the jam line for the Gatekeepers against Carnage Asada for the New York Shock Exchange. New York Shock Exchange down blocker. Carnage Asada knifes his way through. Lead jam. Shock Exchange.
Carnage Asada so solid tonight for the New York squads, both the Dow Jones average and the Shock Exchange.
Langman gets out as well. That's the thing about the Gatekeepers is they continue to get their jammer out. And if you get your jammer out, you really make it difficult for the comeback to happen. First control sends Carnage Asada out. Jam ends. 2 points on the board for the Shock Exchange. It's just hard to come back down 20 plus points if the Gatekeepers are only going to get you, let you have a point or 2 to jam.
Yeah, the only good thing about those, there's still a lot of time left.
There's a lot of time.
So it's really going to, I think this is going to come down to who flinches first and makes a big mistake.
Well, and does that count for the announcer first?
I don't know, maybe, we'll see.
Find out here. The Boucher's Prime taking the jam line for the Gatekeeper. Against Malcolm Sex for the New York Shock Exchange. Lead jam Gatekeepers. Neil Depp experience leveling. Shock Exchange blocker. And Malcolm Sex is still not out of his initial pass. This has been the best effective jam so far. We've seen for the Boucher's Prime. 5 points on the board, a grand slam. And the Boucher's Prime does a great job. Channel action. He grabs Malcolm Sex, sends him out. The blockers rejoin. And now he has to reestablish himself in the pack once again. Excellent jammer.
The Gatekeepers jammers in general do not shy away from physical contact, but that goes doubly so for the Boucher's Prime, who most of the time isn't happy unless he's hitting somebody.
Boucher's Prime continues as the lead jammer.
Real death experience. And now Blood Zeppelin headed to the penalty box.
Boucher's Prime goes back through another scoring pass. 5 on the board. He'll call the jam off. Trying to do some job. Great job there. Great individual effort there by the Boucher's Prime. Using his blockers, using his own athleticism to damage the New York ability to score. And the Gatekeepers have gone over the 100-point barrier up 102 to 67.
Yeah, even bigger than that. That was not just a couple points. That was 10 even strength points.
That's right.
And in fact, towards the end of that jam, the pack was in favor of the Shock Exchange.
Shock Exchange still do have that advantage, only first to control and double up sell out there for the Gatekeepers. Shango Fett the jammer. Jonathan R out there for the Shock Exchange. They're going to have to let Jonathan R go. Lead jam Shock Exchange. And now escapes Goes one-on-one against Shango Fett, and Shango Fett comes out ahead. Jonathan Ardo smoothly goes to the outside. Gets 4 points, calls to jam off. Little response back from the 10-0 run there by the Bacchus Prime. Now under 19 minutes to go in this one, 102-71 in favor of the home squad. Magnum PIMP takes the jam line, goes up against Arnie Zasada. GateKeepers still only with 2 blockers out on the track. Kittle sends close to second. It allows Magnum PIMP the advantage. And GateKeepers. And there's some ridiculous walking going on right now.
Oh boy, here we go.
Magnum PIMP.
Yeah.
5-point grand slam, but right now, a clinic by Nat King Kill and Double XL. As the Neil Death Experience returns to the track. Jam is called off, but I'll tell you what, that was incredible. Only 2 blockers. I just talked about when you're down 2 blockers, how hard it is. Well, throw that one out on that jam.
Yeah. So a big 5-point jam there for Magnum PIMP. Makes the score 107-71 with just over 17 and a half to go here in the second half.
Positive jam that also allows one of the blockers to return to the track. Only down 1 blocker now as Bacchus Prime takes the jam line against, looks like Jonathan R. out there for the shock exchange. Person control in front of the hook. And the Saint try to slow down Jonathan R. Lead jam, shock exchange.
Well, that took an awful long time, and sure enough, there's the Bacchus Prime.
I see that time and again. Shock exchange get lead jam, GateKeepers get their jammer out.
Only 2 points there for the shock exchange.
GateKeepers continue to keep the shock exchange at arm's length. Keep that 30-point barrier between them at least at all times. 16:30 left to go. We start to keep a little bit of a closer eye on the clock. The GateKeepers can have that down, that lead down in about 10 minutes or so. We'll definitely be watching it much more closely. Both jammers are hiding from the announcers. Shango Fett out there.
He's going to be going ladies' night.
Lead jam, shock exchange. Shango Fett does get out of the pack. That has been the theme. I keep saying it, like beating a dead horse. GateKeepers can get their jammer out. Back block called against ladies' night.
Oh boy, here we go.
And the GateKeepers, Shango Fett will be the lone jammer on the power jam. GateKeepers have all their blockers. And that allows Shango Fett 5 points. Grand slam for the GateKeepers.
And the GateKeepers set up in the passive offense. Now they grab a goat.
Shango Fett gets sent out, but fights the inside. Holds on for the last second. Shock exchange recovered quickly. They continue to pulverize the GateKeeper jammer and try to slow him down. Time is on the GateKeeper side, though. Shango struggles through it. 5 more points. 10-point jam here for the GateKeepers. Under 15 minutes to go in this bout. GateKeepers now up 119-73. As Nat King Kill takes the star on the star pass. Knifes his way through. 5 points. Grand slam as the power jam comes to a close. Ladies Night returns to the track, finds his way through the pack and gets clean.
Oh, wow.
Nat King Kill. He's kidding as good as he's getting. 9 points for Nat on this jam. Ladies Night comes back up. Jam comes to a close. Shock exchange gets 1 point on the jam. Lead now 128-78.
So between Shango Fett and Nat King Hill, that was a 21-point jam. So a big jam here with just under 14 to go here in the second half.
Still a lot of time on the clock. Malcolm Sets out there against Short Knox. Malcolm Sets from the Shock Exchange. Short Knox fights his way through. Lead jam. GateKeepers.
Maybe Short Knox just needed a breather.
Great to see Short Knox get out there and get a lead jam. He has had a battle tonight against the Shock Exchange. GateKeepers reacting immediately to the jam. Short Knox sees it, calls the jam off. It's like the lower point of the board, but you would take what you can get. Shenanigans on the jam line, on the start line there.
Not quite sure how there was no penalties.
Magnum PIMP taking the jam line for the GateKeepers against Carnage Asada. GateKeepers have one in the box.
This has been a great matchup here tonight, Carnage Asada and Magnum PIMP.
Okay.
Oh, good Lord.
Well, Magnum's good at gymnastics too.
Uh-oh, we got a...
Magnum is attached to the Shock Exchange skaters. That allows Carnage Asada to get lead jam for the Shock Exchange. So a flip situation there slows down Magnum. Carnage is back around for his scoring pass, and this is actually a pretty big moment here because Magnum is yet to get free of the patch yet.
So a big jam here for Carnage Asada.
5 points on the board for the New York Shock Exchange. Magnum does get free. Carnage Asada back on his second scoring run. Easily a half track or more advantage over Magnum. Bled Zeppelin slows him down just enough. 3 more points on the board. So now it's 129-86. 11:40 to go here. And this one, number 2, which is number 3. GateKeepers have kind of kept this extended lead this entire time. Shock Exchange have been having a hard time getting a significant, consistent comeback.
So now we're going to have a timeout here. So let's check out some sponsors. Next time you need a tattoo or piercing, be sure to make a stop at TRX Tattoos and Piercings. Located at 3207 South Grand Boulevard, the friendly, talented, and professional artists on staff will take care of all your tattoo needs, while the full-time piercers will handle your piercing desires. Check them out online at trxtattoos.com. If you need an online presence that really attracts customers, then Zap Webworks is the company you need to work with. Specializing in branded games, kiosks, and e-learning, Zap Webworks is the place to go for all your interactive application development needs. You can find them online at zapwebworks.com. So we got a GateKeepers timeout.
Cameron, I wanted to know, I'm never going to give you up.
Oh, that's good to know. Good to know.
I'm never going to let you down.
I do believe Knievel just rickrolled us.
You've been rickrolled.
Not cool, Knievel. Not cool. You know who else will never give you up? The St. Louis GateKeepers. So if you're interested in playing or even volunteering, maybe being a referee, head on out to STLGateKeepers.com and get into the action. We are always looking for new players, new volunteers, rep staff, NSOs, security, anything. We'll put you to work. So come on out. Check out STLGateKeepers.com and find, yeah, that's right. We could always be replaced.
Yeah, we could use announcers.
Yeah, we could use announcers. So, STLGateKeepers.com.
Ladies' night out there for the Shock Exchange against the Boxers Prime for the GateKeepers. Shock Exchange down 1 blocker. GateKeepers have the 1 blocker advantage. Boxers Prime lead jam GateKeepers.
So what looks like was a smart timeout call there. Saint has to let Ladies' Night go.
Well, you know you can't, you're never going to keep the Boxers Prime down the whole box.
No.
It's not possible. And that's what we talked about at halftime. Could some of the skaters that were having a little trouble scoring in the first half score? They have.
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of they say it's a cliche. You can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him.
That's right.
And eventually he's going to put points on the board.
They did contain him in the first half. The about this final has been solid here in the second. Malcolm Sex takes the jam line for the New York Stock Exchange. He'll go up against Shango Fett for the Gatekeepers. New York does a good job of sending Shango back out. So do the Gatekeepers. We got the big boys out there right now. Near-death experience.
Yeah.
Wrecking Bill.
Boy, dude.
And Led Zeppelin. Shango Fett. Still not released. Lead jam. Gatekeepers.
So some really nice bridge work there by the Gatekeepers. Gets Shango Fett free. And now he goes on to score some points.
Giving the gas, he tried to send Shango Fett out, but he did so well after.
Meanwhile, the meat wall is doing a nice job against Malcolm Sex.
Shango Fett not able to get past New York quite yet. He will call the jam off at that point. So now we're at 9:30 to go. We talked about a 30-point difference when we got under 10 minutes. Well, we're there. Not 30 plus.
That's 50 right now.
So now we're going to start watching that clock a little bit closer, and the Gatekeepers can use that to their advantage.
Yeah, don't be surprised now if you start seeing the Gatekeepers extend those jams a couple passes before calling it off. Even though they're going to allow New York to score some points, as long as they match them point for point, it takes valuable seconds off that clock. Oh, juked himself out of the skates.
Short knocks jamming. Lead jam. Gatekeepers. Jonathan R. was jamming for the Shock Exchange.
What I saw right there is a spring and short knocks of stuff that I have not seen most of this evening.
Well, he has had two back-to-back positive jams for his team. And we're down to the wire here, and this is exactly what you need to do. Positive jams for your squad. Gatekeeper Wall continues to work over Jonathan R. Jonathan R. finally gets out. Short knocks is content to attack. Does so, calls the jam off. Solid 4-point jam for the Gatekeepers once again. Now down to 8:20 to go, and they've extended the lead down to 54.
Really? The Macarena? Come on, Ken. What is wrong with you?
Somebody needs to stop Ken Evil's evil.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. Ken Evil living up to his theme right now.
Taking the jam line for the Gatekeepers, I believe is Demetrius Prime. I'm not sure.
Yep, Carnage Asada out there as well.
Yes, it is. I saw Demetrius Prime. All right.
Oh, nice defensive work by Demetrius Prime. Wow.
What are you going to do? That's fantastic. Demetrius Prime uses his own body to work with Zeppelin to send out the jammer. Carnage Asada then gets that jam, then goes back through and gets 5 points on the board. A grand slam for the Gatekeepers. This is going to be a very tough moment for the Shock Exchange. Now the lead will grow bigger, and time is off the clock. Demetrius Prime has 9 points in this jam. He looks to the bench. The bench wants him to call it off, and he does. 12 points for the Shock Exchange. Now we're under 7 minutes. And I believe the Shock Exchange is taking a timeout. 1:49.86, under 7 minutes. Time favoring the Gatekeepers. Shock Exchange stops the clock and looks for answers.
And the Gatekeepers starting to slowly spread that lead out to a really untenable situation here for the Shock Exchange. Now down 63 points with under 7 minutes to go. Oh, it's a chicken dance, ladies and gentlemen.
Or no. Play the song again.
didn't know the chicken dance had words. Now I know.
I just made up the words.
That's very good. I like that.
Great. Under 7 minutes to go, 149 to 86.
A hush comes over the crowd.
Serious dirty face. Magnum PIMP takes the jam line for the Gatekeepers. Gatekeepers have one in the box, so do the Shock Exchange. Ladies Night is out there for the Shock Exchange.
Magnum PIMP pacing from the jammer line.
The wild animal. Passes egg, drinking, lead jam, Gatekeepers. Ladies Night able to get himself out as well.
Oh, Hulk with a nice hit on, I believe that was Abe Drinking.
And Magnum PIMP gets 4 points. And you called it.
Yep.
Gatekeepers are going to work on some clock here. And why not? Ladies Night has to get past Sweet Tooth, does so. Magnum PIMP gets past as well. Both squads scoring on that pass. Gatekeepers now with a 4-point advantage on this jam. But they're looking at the clock more at this point, Hammer.
Yeah, don't be surprised if every jam from now on that the Gatekeepers get lead on those 2 minutes.
Magnum PIMP knives its way through. Wow, 4 points on the board. I'll tell you what, though. If you can take advantage while this happens, so much the better.
Ooh.
Ladies Night does go through another scoring pass. So does Magnum. Magnum will call it off. But that was an 8-point advantage on that jam for the Gatekeepers.
Yeah, and well over a minute came off the clock.
But we're going to have ourselves an officials timeout. That officials timeout will definitely benefit the Shock Exchange.
That officials timeout was brought to you by Doc Harley Davidson. Doc Harley Davidson is your #1 source for all things Harley Davidson. Go visit their 28,000 square foot facility at the corner of Lindbergh and Big Bend and see why Doc Harley Davidson is #2 in the nation in sales, service, and facility. Doc is the official Harley sponsor of the St. Louis Gatekeepers. You can find them online at DocHarleyDavidson.com. Tonight's bout's powered by Docs.
Rev your engine. For both squads, I see the Shock Exchange, though, was disappointed with that under 100 points. They're down this big with 5.5 to go. They've got bouts tomorrow, though.
Yes.
And they got to take care of business tomorrow, too. They can't let this one stick in their craw too much.
No. I believe they're playing Race City tomorrow.
Right.
And a hangover bout at the St. Louis Stadium.
That's about that. If you look at the rankings and such, it would be about that they should win, but
You
never know.
That's why they play the game.
How much of a toll has this night taken on the team?
Yeah.
Find out about that tomorrow. We're still looking at October for the championship round. If this score holds, I don't think the #1 and the #2 seeds are going to change.
No, and I imagine New York will probably hang at #3 because either Magic City or Puget Sound have really done anything to merit leapfrogging them. So yeah, I think what you're going to see is it's going to stay Des Moines, St. Louis, New York, Magic City, Puget going into the tournament, and there's a potential chance we may see these 2 teams face off again in the tournament.
Yeah, last year the way it worked out, it was like 1 versus 4 and 2 versus 3. Well, right now that's how it would be.
Exactly.
And keep your eye on the Mass Maelstrom.
That's right, yeah. Mass Maelstrom took New York down to the wire just last month, right?
So 5:37 to go, 165-94 advantage. Shango Fett out there for the Gatekeepers. Lead jam, Gatekeepers. Jonathan R. still sits behind the blocking wall. They got the 3 big boys out there and the little fellow, and that King Kill. They're bringing brawl, they're bringing speed, they're bringing agility all at the same time. Jonathan R. is allowed to go because the packs are strung out.
Oh, big hit.
So Shango Fett is content to give his 4 points and call the jam off. And the next jam will start with under 5 minutes to go in this bout. Gatekeepers now up 169-94. Need some lightning to strike. The Shock Exchange need a shocking change here.
Yeah, they're going to need something big here in the closing moments. Not unheard of, but would be very unlikely considering how disciplined this Gatekeeper squad is.
Short Knox goes up against Carter Desana. 2 blockers for the Shock Exchange in the penalty box. That's definitely benefiting. Lead jam, Gatekeepers. Well, hard to take the lead back when you don't have the lead jam, and Carter Desana had his work cut out for him against 4 Gatekeeper blockers.
And Percy Control doing a number on Carnage Asada, cycling him all the way to the back of the pack.
4 points to the board for Short Knox. Carnage Asada finally gets through. So with under 4 minutes to go.
4-on-2 pack advantage in favor of the New York Shock Exchange.
Jam's called off. Looks like Carnage Asada was able to get some points out of that one. He does get the full 4. 2 points for Short Knox. 3:45 to go. 173 Gatekeepers, 98 Shock Exchange. Lots of time will take the jam high for the Gatekeepers. Double XL, Percy Control, single box. That clean kill and Led Zeppelin.
I believe that's ladies' night on the line for the Shock Exchange.
One blockers out there for the Gatekeepers. Dr. Prime follows the blocking, but the Shock Exchange given. Lead jam, Gatekeepers.
Devatrus Prime so fast on that outside line.
That's the knife in the back right there, Hammer, because the Shock Exchange had the 2-man advantage on the wall, and you know that Devatrus Prime's going to be content to play here with ladies' night as long as possible.
Yeah, Devatrus Prime just trying to slow things down, run more time off that clock.
Calls the jam off after he gets himself a few points. No points for the Shock Exchange. 2 more for the Gatekeepers. Shock Exchange will use a timeout. I gotta think that's their last timeout. I don't know. I believe it is. So it's now 177-98 with 2:30 to go.
Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, immediately following this game, you can join us at O'Leary's on South Lindbergh Boulevard, just a couple blocks south of Watson for the Gatekeepers after party. There'll be lots of food and drink flowing and some karaoke being singing. So be sure to come on out. So I'm being informed by St. Charlie Brown here, the Shock Exchange does have one more timeout.
Hey, one more, okay.
And one more timeout after it's available to them. I think it's a safe bet that they will use it.
Yes. There's plenty of time for potentially, if you do it right, the math right, 3 jams at least, you can pull it off. If the Gatekeepers take control, I think we're going to see 2 jams.
I think this trial was just letting Double Excel know that he's currently at 6 penalties. So one more and he'll be taking a long, lonely walk to the locker room before the final whistle goes.
We'll let him skate. He can skate.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He can skate. He can skate. Hey, you know what? If you ain't fouling, you ain't playing. Ain't that right?
Magnum PIMP out there for the Gatekeepers here. Goes against Jonathan R. for the Shock Exchange.
Whoa, wow.
Finally has to let Jonathan R. go. Lead jam, Shock Exchange.
Yeah, Magnum PIMP started that one a little precariously. Almost jumped the gun.
Magnum gets himself out. Jonathan R. on a scoring pass. Lots of time ticking off the clock on this jam. Jonathan R. has not established himself. Calls the jam off. Only 1 point there for the Shock Exchange.
Oh, and I think we're going to see a track cut on Jonathan R. at the end of that jam. I think Percy Control caught him.
Is that what
the outside pack ref, Weaver, motioned to Rockety that was a track cut?
And it's still being looked at and discussed. And the clock has gone haywire.
Now, it looked from our vantage point that it was a track cut. However, we don't have the angle that the referees have.
The clock has gone unhaywire, which is good.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, I wouldn't mind 15 minutes more Derby. I'm not sure the skaters want 15 minutes more Derby.
I know Double XL doesn't want 15 more minutes because he'll probably fall off.
No, he would be for sure going to box. No,
XL says, do it. Let's do it. XL says he's riding dirty at 6.
So this will be a big moment here. Obviously, Gatekeepers on if they have the power jam, they could conceivably run this thing out.
Yeah, with less than 2 minutes, and it looks like
They're
it's
going to
going to be a track
down.
down.
They're going to send him to the box. So Shango Fett will go to jam line if the lone jammer.
You know, that has been one of the big strategies that has come out of the no major or the no minors rule set was the shadow crush. That one player knocks the guy out, and then one of his teammates drops back. And it's been a big time strategy, basically used by all the top tier teams in both the WIFTA and the MRDA. It's the no minors rule set has made a lot of new strategies very interesting.
So, Gatekeepers send out the lone jammer, and let's call them Archer either. Shango Fett goes against 4 blockers. No reason to hurry, no reason to pressure, just work your way through. Lead jam, Gatekeepers. We watch the clock now, 1:40 and ticking. Shango Fett will adjust his pads. Take his time, have a drink, talk to some friends.
The jammer penalty is only 1 minute.
That's
so
right.
Jonathan R. will re-enter play before time expires.
Both sides with 4 blockers out there. Shango Fett gets 5 points. Adds the grand slam to the total. Now down to a minute and 10 seconds left in the bout.
Now there was less than 2 minutes when this jam began, so Shango Fett could conceivably run this jam out,
and that's,
since he is lead jammer.
That's what the bench is going to want to do. 5 points, 10-point jam. Shango Fett with third scoring class.
And I do believe that we were told earlier that the Shock Exchange does have a timeout left.
Yep.
So calling a jam at this point would allow them to use that timeout.
Shango Fett is not too worried about attacking right now.
No.
Not aggressively attacking.
Yeah. Well, he's going to take it if you give it to him.
Yeah. He gets sent down. Less than 30 seconds to go. Shango Fett goes back to the back once again. Gatekeeper Wall still working really strongly against Jonathan R. Jonathan R is able to come out. Shango Fett decided to watch the clock for a minute. Jonathan R will score. Oh, he just edged out the last second. Shango Fett goes one more scoring pass, and they'll do it. 5 more points in the ball for Gatekeepers. Ladies and gentlemen, your